A heartbreak or a breakup is usually one of the most soul crushing instances a person has to go through in this lifetime. On a human level, it's literally the most horrible, painful time of your life. But from a soul perspective, it is literally the biggest blessing your soul can actually ask for. It was already decided from your birth that you are going to go through these ruptures in your life because these are the moments where you can truly find yourself and rebuild yourself from a place of authenticity. And now, since most of you guys know that I'm going through my breakup season, I thought that I'll actually document my journey as to how my healing is ongoing in this process. Now, dealing with heartbreak or breakup is not something that's new for me. I have done it before, so I actually know the steps what I need to take to move through this pain. And this is something that I have also coached my clients on multiple times as well. Right now, in all honesty, I'm going through the most horrible, painful time of my life. On one side, I'm pretty happy that I'm going through this because right now I have that gut feeling that amazing things are going to come through in this process. But on the flip side, I cannot ignore the pain and I cannot diminish the pain that I am going through at the moment. Because every relationship failure has a cost. I got into a relationship with someone, I committed to them by trusting them that they're going to take care of me, that they're actually going to provide me with what I need. But that trust has been ruptured in so many ways. You trust someone with your safety, you trust someone to protect you. But when they fail to do that enough and more times, every single time that trust is broken again and again. And I'm not coming out of this experience saying that, oh, all men are bad, I'm never going to trust people, because that's not the lesson. If you come out of a breakup thinking that, oh, this person is bad, oh, this is the most horrible time of my life, or this is something I wish never happened, you are literally missing the whole point of why this even happened to you. The pain is there for a reason. This is going to be the most defining period of your time. Your only free will is your reaction to something that has happened in your life. You do not have any free will as to who you're going to meet, how it's going to unfold. Because even when you manifest something, you manifest from a place of your subconscious wounds, and this person is going to mirror back to you exactly what you need to heal in yourself. And if you're going through a heartbreak, what I want you to do right now is to truly embrace this moment and time in your life. I'm embracing this moment in my life, even though it's very painful, even though there's a part of me that wishes I wasn't in this place. There's a part of my mind that's going back in time and actually looking at all the signs that I missed, or all the signs that I ignored purposely because of the love I had for this person, the things I truly regret doing. But there's no point in also ruminating as to what you could have done differently when things have unfolded the way it was meant to unfold. I genuinely believe I attracted this person into my life for a reason, and everything happened exactly the way it was meant to happen. Healing is not a linear process. You are not going to heal once and for all by the work that you do on yourself. There are going to be certain seasons in your life where certain themes are going to come up. Previously in my life, the theme of abandonment was very dominant, and one of the most core beliefs I had to deal with is that I am unlovable. I had dealt with that, but there's one belief that kind of missed my consciousness, which is the belief of I'm a bad person. And this is a core belief system that I actually grew up with, even in my house as well, that okay, I am a bad person. And even before I met this person, I was moving through a phase of my life where that core wound had gotten triggered outside the relationship. I was going through something in my personal life which had awakened that core belief system that I am a bad person. And it's exactly in this window this person entered my life. And this person outwardly presented everything that I genuinely wanted in a man. And also because this was a time period where both of our traumas and belief systems did not start acting up yet. And everything I genuinely wanted in a partner, a list that I had kind of made, this person possessed all those things. One of the most important thing I missed in that list is emotional safety in a relationship. I really focused on the fact that okay, if I get into a relationship with someone, I want this person to choose me. And yes, this person chose me. This person really wanted me. And this person did pursue me. And this shows me how good of a manifester I am. Even the smallest detail that I had written in that list came through this person. But I wrote that list from a place of the consciousness I possessed back then. Now I know better. Now I know what more I need in a partner. Now I know what more should I be looking for in a partner as well. And the whole thing is not even about finding someone else. The whole thing is actually getting to a place where even if you do not have anyone in your life, you still feel whole. And that is the place I'm truly getting into. I had already gotten into that place before I met this person. And when this person came in a vulnerable state of my life, it was like, okay, let me just give this a try. What do I have to lose? But oh boy, I lost a lot. I lost way more than I gained. And right now, it's hard for me to navigate through all these things because I'm not going to say that we did not have good moments. We had extremely good moments. This man did adore me a lot when he was regulated, when he was not triggered. And it's not that he did this in the beginning and stopped later on, but it went in cycles where there was intense amount of destruction when we both used to get emotionally dysregulated, and when things are good we used to get back to equilibrium. And in this whole process we created a lot of memories. Even though we were together for a short period of time, the memories are a lot, and it's very intense for me to get through those memories. The best thing to do when you are going through a heartbreak is to sit and process it out, not to distract yourself from the sadness, from the pain, from the grief that you're going through. And that is exactly something I've been doing. The only way is through. You cannot deal with the heartbreak by distracting yourself and by saying affirmations opposite to the belief systems or the traumas that got awakened inside you. But you have to feel the raw emotions which came with the breakup, which came with the heartbreak. And for me, there is so much grief because I'm not going to say that I'm over this person as of yet. I love this person and I still have love for them in my heart. And the hardest thing for me right now is what do I do with this love? And that is what grief is. Grief is love which has nowhere to go. The only place I can direct this love is to God. The only place I can direct this love is to the divine, because one thing this whole chapter has taught me that nobody can take the center stage of your life, and you need to put God before anyone else. That's the only way you're going to be centered in the relationship. You're going to be centered within yourself without losing your worth, because the divine loves you. Even if you believe the worst thing about yourself, God loves you unconditionally. And when you're deeply rooted in that belief system that God loves you unconditionally, you are not easily shaken by how this person in front of you perceives you. One thing that damaged me a lot in this relationship is I was constantly made to feel like the bad person. I was constantly made to feel worthless. I was constantly told what are the things I'm doing wrong. And no matter how much I tried, I could never get it right. It got to a point where I was also getting burnt out by trying. And then I started reacting in ways where I was getting extremely emotionally dysregulated as well. And coming out of this whole experience, the very first thing I have to heal is the fact that I am not a bad person. I have a past, I have had limitations in my life, I have negative belief systems about myself, but none of that determines my worth. My worth does not come from what has happened in my life in the past, and that is a core lesson that I need to integrate into my life. The most difficult part of the day is nighttime, because nighttime is where all the memories start flooding in. You have that urge to reach out to this person one last time, one last call, getting the closure that you did not get because our relationship ended very abruptly. And I would probably call that as divine intervention, where the relationship literally just got cut in the middle of it. And in this process, you don't get closure from the other person. But closure is not something what they give. Closure is the behavior that they show towards you. And even on the last day where I saw this person, I genuinely have never felt this level of humiliation and helplessness because that's how this person made me feel. This person made me feel the levels of helplessness that I did not even know existed. And that's all the closure that I need. And what happens in this process is you genuinely questioning, okay, did this person even love me in the very first place? Because they did all these grand things for me. But then you start questioning, was the intention of all of that ever pure? And now I'm left with so many questions that I genuinely do not have an answer to. I do not know what is true and I do not know what was false. And that is something I have to live with for the rest of my life. But the truth is, for me to move on from the breakup, I genuinely should not be trying to seek answers to those questions. The only answer I need to know is that this person has hurt me a lot and this relationship has ended. And this is the main thought that I'm focusing all my energy into. And the main thing I'm focusing on is to redirect my love towards people who are close to me and towards the divine, because that's the only way I'm experiencing peace and comfort in my life. Literally, my devotional practices have been helping me so much to deal with this pain. And I don't know how long this pain is even going to last, but it is what it is. This is something that we all go through in our life, and you just have to navigate it. I just have to sit with the pain and just keep paying attention to it, keep feeling all the pain for as long as it lasts without forcing myself to get out of it. And I know there will be a day that comes pretty soon where I am going to be over it, but until then, I just need to be patient with myself, and I just need to redirect all my energy into my work, into what my purpose is, and also into actually connecting and getting close to God as well. And then, because of the spiritual knowledge that I have within me, I know this is truly the best time of my life, because all the blessings of my life has come after a period of heartbreak. And I know for a fact that my life is going to take a 180-degree turn after this. I do not have any proof, I do not have any evidence of that yet, but all I can do is have certainty beyond logic. And this certainty beyond logic is something that actually brings blessings and miracles and shifts your destiny into a higher level. So, even if you are going through a heartbreak, think of this time as the best period, because this is the moment you are going to rebuild yourself. You're going to rebuild yourself from ground up, and also build yourself in such a way that next time when someone comes along, they are not able to crush you as much. And I know this for a fact because the way this relationship hurt me, had this happened 5 or like 7 or 10 years before, I would have been way more crushed and I would have had way more resentment and anger towards this person. But right now, I do not have any resentment and anger. Yes, I'm feeling sad. I have a lot of grief. I'm navigating pain. But all I have is gratitude for this person, because this person has been my teacher. This person mirrored back to me where I'm actually abandoning myself, where I'm crossing my own boundaries, where I'm being too understanding in the name of love, and where my self worth still needs work upon. And all I can do is thank this person for that, because that is exactly something that's going to propel me forward into my life. So, if you are also going through a heartbreak and if you want to get coached by me, you can fill out the form as well in the description box below. I'll go through your application, reach out to you, and also help you navigate this process. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.